Hi, so today I'm going to show you how Maven can help with the legacy code bases, Java code bases or Kotlin code bases, actually any JVM language. Let's connect to the REPL, okay? Maven connect. So in a normal REPL you can do Clojure stuff, right? So you can do stuff like you're working with the Clojure data structures and stuff like that. Now you can import Java classes in a normal Clojure REPL, right? You can do Java util and arrays, example, right? However, what you cannot do normally is to write a class on your class path and then have it compiled on the go, right? So I want to show you what I've done here. I've put a class. So I have here a class which I copied from the Java tutorial by, it's a really old tutorial to demonstrate object-oriented principles. We define a class with 3 fields, and then we have the methods of the class that can set those fields and change those fields and stuff like that. So this is the class. It's the same except for the package. This is my class path. So that's all I've changed. And here I'm going to the REPL, and my REPL is going to compile it automatically because it monitors the class path. So I can now import this file, and now I can initialize it, right? So I can inspect this, and I can see here in the NREPL inspector that the cadence and the gear and the speed have been set to 3. I can, of course, assign it to a var. Now the var is like this. That's only part of the story, because you can modify the class, and we can here add a color field, an accessor, and I can initialize it a default, for example, black. For sake of simplicity, I'm not going to change the constructor. I'm going to just initialize the field in the constructor, but not adding an argument to the constructor parameters. So now I can import the bicycle again, and then create a new instance of the class, of the bicycle class, and then I see that it has my object has the color field, right? If I change the source file here to red, and I inspect now the color, it's red. Yeah. Okay. So this is automatic compilation of Java source files on the class path, and reloading of the of those modified classes at runtime in the REPL. And that's very handy. The Meyvn REPL doesn't only use the Java compiler at runtime, it also uses the Kotlin compiler at runtime, and I'm going to demonstrate this now. So I'm going to create a class called mountain bike, and I'm going to derive that class from the bicycle class that we wrote in Java. So here's the import statement of that class. That is the original class that we have been working with before. And this is Kotlin syntax to denote that the mountain bike class is derived from the bicycle class with this colon. And I have to instantiate, when I instantiate the mountain bike class, I'm going to add a field called seat height. This is also from the tutorial. The mountain bike is used to illustrate inheritance, so they show how mountain bike inherits all the properties of the bicycle class, but adds one field called seat height. So now I can import, like I did before the bicycle, I can import the mountain bike. Now I can instantiate the mountain bike with the three parameters from before, cadence and speed, etc. And then a new integer, and then a new argument for the seat height. So I can see that the mountain bike object has the fields of the bike, the bicycle that we just saw before, with the default yellow color. And now it has also a height seat of 4, which comes from here, when we instantiated it. So what we have here is a Kotlin file, Kotlin class created on the fly in our session, which is dependent on a class written in Java, not Kotlin. But it all works because all those source files, whether Java or Kotlin, are being byte compiled in the JVM automatically by the Meyvn REPL and being reloaded on the fly. So you always work with the latest version. If you have questions, please do not hesitate to contact me. And also, Meyvn is free as in beer. You can download it. You have installation instructions in the user guide. There is an automatic installer, so you can just copy this and type this in your terminal. This can be very useful for teams who need to work with legacy code bases in the enterprise. Teams that know how to work with Clojure and who want to have the Clojure affordances in the REPL with the legacy code base. If you're in a company that fits that profile and you would know more about Meyvn, if you have more questions, please get in contact. I think that's it. So thank you very much for watching, and try Meyvn.